I've got a bunch of bolts that are this long that I need to be this long. And I wanted to show you the process of how I made that happen. So I've got these, they're like Volkswagen Jetta calipers that I'm putting on my Suzuki. And they have these weird metric bolts. I don't even know what they are. I didn't check. I went through my bolt bins. I don't have anything that matches the thread pitch. It's 11:05 at night and I can't go to the hardware store. And even if I could go to the hardware store, I don't want to pay $4 a bolt at Ace anyways. And there's nothing wrong with these other than they have this weird fastener on there that I don't know what that is either. But I have a socket that loosely fits it, so it's good enough for now. The key when you're cutting off a bolt is you want to make sure you put a nut on it first, so you thread off the nut. That way it kind of straightens the threads on its way out. You also want to make sure you cut it to the right length. Normally I would put some washers on it for the thickness that I want to keep it, and then I would put the nut on there, and then I would cut up next to the nut. But I don't have any nuts that fit this bolt because, again, it's the weird metric size. So I actually have to put it in the caliper bracket, but they're racy red and I don't want to scratch them even though they're already scratched because I got them from a junkyard. I made a stack of washers for the size, the thickness of the bracket, plus a couple washers, plus a little bit extra for it to stick through the bracket. So I'm putting those on here, threading this guy all the way in until it stops. It's a very long bolt. I didn't actually see the car that it came off of. I got it from some import specialty junkyard. I'm gonna get it pretty tight so it doesn't spin on me, but it doesn't have to be crazy tight. And then I put a sacrificial washer. You can see that this one already has some super special markings on it, because I put the washer on there, that way I'm not rubbing on the bracket. And then we take our good old trusty Sawzall. Okay, so I cut it off, and then it's a little bit rough when it first gets cut off. So you can see there's like a little tang left there. So first we'll take that off. Grinder, the flap wheel. Clean it up just a bit. Loosen that. And this is the part, when you're unscrewing it, it kind of fixes the threads a little bit. So now you're left with this. But that isn't very pretty, so let's go fix it up. I'm gonna walk over here to the belt sander. And there you have it. We have a shortened bolt that actually looks like a bolt. I probably could have sanded it a little bit more, but I just saved myself $4 to $5 per bolt, plus a trip to the hardware store, about an hour's worth. So, hope this helps you, and you go out in the shop, work on something.